Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Welcome back. This is the NgoVo Convo podcast. I'm Veronica, and I'm joined by Harrison. He's over there somewhere in his own world.
Don't look at me.
Don't look at him. Look at him. We are both here just wanting an excuse to talk about anything that entertains us, but really trying to clean up this never-ending backlog, which is not really a backlog today, per se.
Has it been a backlog in the last month or so?
No. But some would say it's two people. It's Harrison and I conversing.
Like NgoVo Convo and NgoVo Convo spelled right above my head, right there in that corner, right there.
Wow.
Yep.
Genius.
If only.
You could.
No, but I'm not going to. That's too much editing. I'm okay. I'm happy.
Okay. But you can watch every episode on YouTube or listen to it as a podcast by searching NgoVo Convo on your podcast service of choice.
It's been too long.
Wow, I haven't been the captain in a while. We have not hosted in a while. But this video is sponsored by Olipop, and more on that later. And in today's episode, if you haven't figured it out yet, if you haven't watched it yet, it's been a week. But Fantastic Four, the first step, is what we will be reviewing today. So if you haven't watched it, go watch it. It's been a week.
I usually give like 2 weeks now because my wife hasn't watched it. Because apparently I was in town. I went to go watch it with you.
Yeah, and then you got sick.
Yeah. That's why the review's later.
You know, it's fine.
It was supposed to come out Monday. Or
yeah, no, Wednesday.
Yes.
It's a couple days ago.
I was
what's
sick.
a week?
So I couldn't talk. So therefore, that's my excuse.
No, it's fine. Make sure you take your wife with you in the next week.
Yeah, she wants to watch it. Yeah.
On the memes. But yeah, this movie is a little under 2 hours. It's one of the shorter movies for MCU. The start of Phase 6, as Harrison reminded us a few weeks ago, which is exciting. And 2 end credit scenes. So
yeah,
I think Marvel's back. Is Marvel back? Non-spoiler thoughts, is Marvel back?
It's the right direction. It's the right way back. Yes, it's on the way back, I would say.
On the way back, okay.
Yeah, overall, it does feel like the typical MCU movie from Phase 1 through 3, right? At this point.
Yeah.
Like, it was pretty... Plot is pretty good. I thought overall I enjoyed it. Initially, I thought the pacing was kind of weird, but it wraps up well.
Yes, I would agree.
Yeah.
And I think that, I think there was some news about MCU, I think a week, maybe a couple days ago, that Secret War will go back to MCU's singular timeline. So we're headed towards one timeline again.
Yeah, no, that makes sense because that's kind of what happened with Secret Wars. So, actually, now that I think about it, good point, good choice.
I'm excited to see how Fantastic Four will be in this new group.
Yeah.
Of superheroes.
It's so funny that you're pointing that out, but the movie itself feels very contained. It feels very just Fantastic Four. You don't really have to know too much. I know a lot of people will enjoy that fact. Although it's hard to expect that for every new movie coming forward. Because no matter what, it's going to somehow still tie back to something.
Yeah.
But this was one of the first movies in a while where it was totally different timeline, new cast of people, but they got you up to speed pretty well. And I'm trying not to spoil anything, but conflict is pretty good. I think I have a couple gripes, but overall, I would definitely recommend people to go watch this as hey, this is a possible return to form for MCU. I'm sure people see this, like, there are like tens of thousands of other reviews that are clickbaity and trying to say, are they back? Is this it?
Is MCU back?
Am I doing this? Am I also doing this?
No, we are. No, just kidding.
But no, we're not. But what do you think? You asked me, but do you think?
I think it's going in the right direction. Obviously, I feel like my standards are still pretty, to the ground here. Pretty low.
But have we reached the
But we've reached
floor of expectation of like, this is what we should at least be getting?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, okay.
And
okay.
I think with like, basically, I mean, okay, with Fantastic Four, they did do a reboot, which we will not be talking about or watching or think about.
There are 3 iterations.
Yeah, there really is.
Besides this one. So this is the 4th one, technically.
Yeah. So I think what they were trying to do was just have like a clean slate, right? Because like the last reboot with Michael B. Jordan and Miles Teller, or whatever his last name is, like it clearly did not work out in their favor.
I see where you're going in the sense of the characters. I think the actors in this, at first I was super iffy.
Really?
I
enjoyed it.
No, before watching this. I think I was like, okay, I could see it. I just don't know yet because I think I'm so used to getting burnt by Marvel. And I know a lot of people I was okay with it, but I know a lot of people were Pedro Pascal out.
Yeah. Were you Pedro Pascal out?
I guess I don't watch enough of the stuff he's in. I see, I feel like he's almost in everything, but I also feel like it's one of those, I think it's about time because the only thing I remember him from starting is Game of Thrones. So I think he did it well. Yeah. And I think Vanessa Kirby was good. Joseph Quinn. I was actually iffy on Joseph Quinn, but I know you were hyped about him, I think, right?
Yes. Because of Stranger Things.
Yeah. Yeah. I didn't watch, so I don't have that idea. But I thought he was great. How do you say his name? Eben,
I think.
Yeah. Moss. I can't I always butcher his name. But he did good job as Ben. And yeah, I think that was really good. They just played the roles really well. No, I
would agree. But yeah, I feel like we're gonna start getting to spoiler things. I feel it's like inching. I was just trying to
yeah, because I'm just trying to answer questions in the non-spoiler just in case, because I feel like there's points at the end where I'm like, oh, I kind of wish I said that. But yeah. I think overall it was fun. I had a fun time watching it, and it was it's been a while since I've had a fun time watching an MCU movie. I know.
And this, before I get to spoiler stuff, and we had basically a DCU and MCU little movie competition here going on this month. Finally. But yeah, that was exciting. July was an exciting movie month. Yeah, it was super exciting. But before we get into spoilers, we're going to take a quick break to talk about our sponsor. This episode is sponsored by Olipop, the soda your gut will thank you for. Yes, I'm talking to you, all of you. All right, have you ever missed that classic soda pop feeling? You know, the fizz, the flavor, but without the sugar crash and the guilt trip? Yeah, me too, you too, Harrison too? All of us. That's why I'm introducing to you Olipop, the soda that's bursting with flavor and good for you too. I actually have my favorite one here, strawberry vanilla. But the other weird one that I enjoyed was banana cream. I know, it's weird, super weird, but this is my favorite. Number 1, because it only has 3 grams of sugar per can, plus it has 9 grams of prebiotic fiber. And you know what you need with fiber? To use the restroom. But yeah, that means that you're going to have a happy and healthy gut with every sip, And it looks like that they took everything we loved about classic soda and upgraded to a modern, healthy conscience person. Like you, like me, like Harrison. My co-partner. My co-host. That's not here right now. So ditch the compromise and experience the soda revolution for yourself. Don't forget to use our promo code NgoVo15, NgoVo15 to get 15% off your first order on drinkolipop.com. And we're back. Wow, did you drink that water? Did you drink that Olipop?
No, but I have water.
It's fine.
I should get some still.
It's fine. Me too. Okay, so this movie. Who was your favorite member pre-watching the movie?
Pre-watching the movie?
Yeah. Would it change? Because for me, it changed a little bit.
It did. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not okay. I'm gonna be totally honest. In terms of comics for Fantastic Four, they're like cool, but I guess I don't really have
not
a favorite.
Favorite?
Yeah. So that's why it's always been hard. But it's always fun to watch the movies because, like for instance, in the comics, Johnny Storm's always the one that messes things up.
Oh, 100%.
Like with his privates. And Ben is the one that gets the short end of the stick and all this stuff. So it's like
Sue and Reed like fix it and then
kind of yeah. And then Reed has like his sometimes ego, like sometimes he has an ego, which here it's not exactly there, but it's almost there, which is why I kind of appreciate that.
Almost there, yeah.
But I think before I can't really say, but are you gonna ask this if that changed after the movie? If I have a favorite now?
Yeah, if you have a favorite now.
Humantorch. I think he's really good. I thought it was gonna be. I thought they were gonna try to do the same thing they did with Chris Evans style, like where he's like kind of like a, that typical hot dummy. Yeah, exactly. He wasn't.
No, he wasn't. Which I did appreciate.
Yeah.
I think pre-movie for me, Human Torch was my favorite because of Chris Evans, because I do like the hot dummy in Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
Not saying that I don't appreciate this Johnny, but I think as we progress into the movie, I think Sue like creeped up for me a lot.
Yeah.
And it's like, always like interesting for me because it's like, oh, when you think about Sue, you're like, oh, Sue and Reed. But I feel like in this movie, Sue was really like independent.
Yeah.
And like did her own thing, had her own thoughts outside of like Reed's, experiments and whatnot.
Yeah, she felt like a very strong character, which is not typical for Sue to be in. Like she's from Sue Reed. So I agree. I do agree that it was just a nice change of pace. Like, she had a lot more impact than I thought.
Yes. And I think it was probably the pacing. I know we talked about a little bit in the non-spoiler, but it was basically like she was pregnant, and then it was like, or no, they found out she was pregnant, and then it was like 8 months into the pregnancy, and then like a month later, she had the baby. It was just the whole thing. But for it to be in a movie, I see why they had to like progress that way.
Oh yeah.
But for me, the pacing on that was just like a little weird. I was like, ugh.
Yeah, I think
and I can't believe they were in space for a whole month. Like.
Yep, that was a whole month, and
that was a whole month.
In terms of pacing, I think I understand why it had to be done. Because this movie did kind of assume you knew enough to just kind of get by. The first act felt like it was jumping here and there, trying to just get you up to speed or like understanding how these characters work and like where, like for instance, like we'll get like like you mentioned the pregnancy, and then we'll jump to like Ben going down the street, just showing like he's like a local, like he's very like is where they grew up and all that, right? And then it's just like a lot of like stuff that just kind of happens, and they introduce Herbie, right? Herbie's just like a thing, and he's really cool, but it just kind of seems like, oh look, here's Herbie. Okay, cool. Now we're moving. This is like their robot servant butler thing.
Like
all right,
butler
moving
thing,
to the next. It felt like they were kind of pushing you along in Act 1.
And what's really nice about this movie was that it's not an origin story. They're already like established.
Yep.
Which I find very refreshing.
They have a rogue gallery and everything.
They have,
like villains.
Everyone knows them.
Yep. They do seem like the only heroes though in this Earth, which makes sense. It's fine because they do so much, right? They're globally known, and like for instance, Sue is like is it the UN thing or she's like
she's like the UN like spokesperson.
Yeah.
Or or something like that. No, that was cool. Yeah,
it's like you could tell like everyone has their own roles in a sense, and I thought that was cool. I think it felt like I think this is the most fleshed out in terms of like their characters in a movie that we've gotten, because like I said in the old iterations, it's always kind of like I will be real. I did not watch Fantastic. Did you?
No comment there. No.
Okay. No. So I can't speak to that. I only know some bits, but I can't fully speak. So I'm really going to be like talking about like the one right before it, obviously. And it just feels like that. After watching this though, those two were not good.
Yeah.
In terms of like, I know people just hold on to it and they're like, they are my Fantastic Four. I'm like, that's fantastic. That's good. But in terms of comics, I'm going to be this comic snob where I just felt like Galactus was just not Galactus. You expected Jessica Alba to beautifully cry.
Yeah.
There's like all this stuff. And it's just like, I felt like Sue in this, like Vanessa Kirby felt like she got to play a different type of Sue. And that it's actually the Sue that was like a family woman, like a mother, like motherly and all this stuff. And even the invisible powers were like really cool. It wasn't just like, hey, I'm gonna disappear for a few seconds. Like I'm not trying to bash too much because again, at the end of the day, it's how Fantastic Four was back then, and it was still good back then. But I think this new current one feels more Fantastic Four.
It's very accurate, comic accurate.
A bit more, yeah. Like Reed here is smart, but like. In the other one, he was like goofy, like dorky, awkward, right?
Yes.
While here, it's like he is like anxious, but he's always you could tell it's like he's always thinking. Like Pedropascal actually did a very good job portraying like Reed. Like they touch on the fact that Reed does things that actually like strains the relationship because that's just how he is.
No, it's and I think it's great because Sue knows him so well that she's like, oh, I know you're going to want to do this already, but I'm going to put my foot down and say no.
Yeah.
Because that's not what we're going to do.
Yeah. And it's like, he's just very like
he was very logical.
Yes.
He was very logical.
Like low-key touch
maybe
of the
too logical. Like, a little bit of the ism.
But it does, like there's always, when they show in the comics, there's moments when you see like Reed, like he's just very in his world, always thinking like that's what it felt like here. Like he's always worried about, like I think the things that they got right was he felt like he was the only one that could do it. He feels like he's the smartest person, so he has to figure it out. Like that's always like consistent, right? So I think I really felt that in this movie, and so I did appreciate Reed Richards' like character in here as well.
And speaking of figuring it out, can we just give it props to Johnny to figuring out a whole new language?
I was about to add, the other thing I enjoyed about this version of Fantastic Four was the four of them are all smart. Like they got to portray like they show like he is not just like he's not just a hot dummy. He's actually a hot smarty. Like to some extent.
With thick thighs. Thick thighs. Got thick thighs.
But he's like they can catch on to stuff. Like even Ben, they get to show like his piloting skills. That's never been talked about really as much.
No.
But they show it here. I'm like, dude, that's fantastic. That's awesome. So.
No, but props to Johnny for being in love with an alien and figuring out her language.
They set it up very interestingly where Sue was like, oh, here's my brother. He's single.
He's single.
Like making it like, oh, typically like the other Johnny, let's say like Chris Evans' version, did not need that. He was the guy that would go out and like just, be the guy.
Yeah.
While he's just like, yeah, he's hot, but he's like not pursuing because he's like, oh, no one like interests me. I was like, oh, see, I think that's like a level of like, honestly, probably like how much they deal with like the crazy cosmic stuff that they do, but also maybe looking into like is what I was reading it from, but I might be wrong. Who knows? That's how I interpret it.
They basically all had the tism in this movie, one way or another.
Yeah.
How did you feel about Galactus?
So good. Movie? It's so good. I love that they nailed then that he's not exactly evil, like innately evil, but he's like an evil force that is required.
Yes.
Like that is exactly what it is, and it just feels good to hear. Like no, like that's the direction they went, and he's great, but it did feel. I don't know. Did you feel like as a huge villain, kind of just felt like it was a thing, and then it felt better. It felt better than the last iteration they did, right? You guys, and like it was the impending like black cloud that's going to swallow
cloud. You. Yeah.
But here it's just like I kind of. He's kind
of like a black hole, basically.
Yeah, basically. But I think it was my gripe was just more like it felt like he was a big level villain that's tied to a single movie. But then again, he's not like he's gone, right? So
well, he's not technically gone.
Yeah, he's just transported.
He was transported.
Like, yes.
Yeah.
So that's why I was like, that's why if initially, I guess as I'm talking and now, my initial thoughts were it feels like they just kind of use him as a big threat because he is like a big Fantastic Four villain for sure. And I like the tie-in with the son with
Franklin.
Yes, thank you. So I like how that's like showing like, oh, he's really strong. Like
he wanted Franklin, and I was like, oh, this kid's gonna be in the next few movies.
Yeah. Yeah. What were your thoughts about Silver Surfer?
I thoroughly enjoyed her. Even so, the actress is actually really well known.
Yes.
And I saw an interview where she was like, your line is like so well known in this movie. Like people just started like quoting it. And then she was asked, she was like, but what are your famous quotes that people just walk up to you before this movie came out? And I think she was in the show like Ozark or something.
Ozark. Yeah.
Yeah, Ozark. Yeah. And so she was like quoting that line, and she's like, well, now I'm just going to get the Fantastic Four quote every time I step out. I think she's a really good actress, and I thoroughly enjoyed that she was bad at first, but she had a conscience.
Yeah.
And she grew one with Johnny.
Yeah.
Her lover. Not me shipping those two. It's fine. Romance.
Yeah. It's funny because the way they marketed her, it sounds because again, she's a big actress, like Julia Gardner, right?
Yeah.
I thought she'd be in the movie more, honestly. But
yeah, she was sprinkled in.
But it felt expected. Like I'm not surprised. I just thought it would be more.
Do you think her and Galactus will come back?
Oh yeah, 100%. They did not die on screen, so they did not.
No, they didn't. No. Did you think? So going back to like villains and Galactus, did you think if Marvel did not mess up the last two phases, because we're supposed to have Kang, and now they kind of switch it up. We're headed towards Doom, Doctor Doom, and Galactus is kind of just in there, sprinkled in there. Do you think if Marvel did not mess up the last two phases, that Galactus would have been in it more if they knew what was gonna like go on? if they didn't pick Kang, you know?
That's a
because Galactus is a big villain.
Yeah.
For MCU.
That's a good question. I just don't know how they go about it. It's really what it is. Because they kept painting oh my god, I can't remember her name all of a sudden. The previous villain. Holy shit. You said
Kang?
It. Kang, yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
They kept painting him as like the big bad by the end, so I don't know if they do a bait and switch. It's hard to say. It's really just hard to say. I think we probably get the same amount of screen time. Like he'll probably get introduced, and maybe by the end of like, you know, Secret War or Kang Dynasty movie and all that, maybe they'll
well, it's not Kang Dynasty anymore.
I no, if they did. I'm sorry.
If they did. Yeah.
That's what I was trying to say. Is, Kang Dynasty. If they did continue, maybe we get more.
Yeah.
But maybe not.
Because you are right in your point where it's just like Galactus is this big villain, but it just feels like he was just
contained. Yeah.
Contained right in this movie.
Which is fine. At the end of the day, I think that's okay because they didn't kill him off. So they can utilize him later, right? Depending on what they do. Yeah. Because
he's just going to be angry and eat worlds.
Yeah, he'll just be mad. So I'm going to eat more worlds than that, blah, blah, blah. Which is fine because in here, I think it's one of those, it felt like they didn't, you know what it is? I think I keep trying to, now I know the comparison. It's Ant-Man Quantumania, where Kang was supposed to be a big villain, but then he got used as like a almost minor big villain. And it felt minor big because he got beaten easily. While here, Kang didn't actually get beat technically. Because Silver Surfer pushed him in. Set conscience Galactus moment, right?
Yes. Okay. So.
I don't know what they do, and I don't think they would. To answer your question.
Yeah. I just feel like it was like a missed opportunity for them the last two phases. I know they were like dead set on Kang. But obviously things happen and
at this
they had to shift.
At this point, phase 6 is like new territory, legitimate to me. Yeah. Disney, or at least Marvel MCU wise, are pulling in the reins. Feige's like, hey, we're gonna tighten shit up here, and
he's getting his shit back.
Yep.
You know, only several, 3 movies a year, 2 TV shows a year. We're going back to that.
Yeah. And that's fine. I think the quality's fine. Yeah. But it does feel bad to know there's nothing else. There's nothing else for the end of the year, right? I'm not crazy?
No. Well, there's Wonder Man in December, which is a TV show.
Oh.
Yeah. But that's
how much do you want to bet that'll get pushed?
It could. But I don't know.
Who
knows? How'd you feel about Franklin? The little baby. The baby, okay, for me, that CGI was like everywhere for that baby. I could not tell when the baby was real. Because eventually the baby was real.
Yeah.
Just not in the space portion.
No, the space portion, I truly believe it was all CGI, and it was kind of there was that uncanny valley feel.
Yes.
I think I sat there, and I was just like, "Ooh, that's birth, beautiful." But,
beautiful.
Like CGI's. Ooh.
I mean, you could see Sue like literally take off her pants. Like her pants were like floating away, and I was like, "Oh, she's about to just."
Yep, she's saying
give birth right here. Yeah,
doing it right here. It's fair. It's fine. Yeah. No, I think the introduction.
My gripe is that baby. Yeah. That CGI baby.
But the introduction of Franklin. Them introducing in the introduction of is the two things I was going for. I'm just gonna open it, clearing that up for you right now.
I was like, "What?
Are you okay, bro?" No, the introduction of Franklin is really cool in the sense of how powerful he could be, and I just don't know what scale they're gonna do. But it sounds enough to revive your own mother.
Yes.
So when they killed her because she died.
No, she did die on screen.
Yes,
on screen.
I was straight up. I don't know. There's a point when I heard you laughing, and it was after I said something. I don't know when it was actually. So, but at that moment, my thoughts were, "Oh shit! Did they actually do it?"
No, same. I gasped. I was like, "Is this gonna be Fantastic 3 now?"
I was like, "It's a different type of 4."
Yeah.
I was like, they could still keep the 4, but they didn't, which is fine. It's just again I think this entire movie was literally just to showcase the characters, introduce and showcase.
Yeah, but the plot was, Franklin.
Yeah,
Franklin did revive his mom.
Yep. So there's that. I was like, oh goodness. There's so much potential because who knows? Who knows what they're gonna do?
I think your brother, because one of us asked your brother like what his powers were, and I think it's like sidekick, right? Like medium. What was the word he used?
Let me see.
I don't remember. Are you looking it up?
Yeah, I'm just gonna look it up because I know he has a lot of stuff, and it's like the main thing is like reality warping, like that level of craziness. Let me see. There we go. All right. Yeah, I just know super intelligence, energy projection.
Manipulate reality.
Reality manipulation. Psionic.
Yeah.
Psionic reality manipulation.
Yes.
Which is just a really big blanket of what they could do. Because let's see, like going off the wiki, right? Teleportation, matter manipulation, energy construct creation. Like this guy can do whatever. Like he will be able to do whatever. I know, like that's why they're like, oh, Galactus is like, this is the one that will replace me. And I was like, oh, because technically, all this stuff could be considered magic too. So it's cosmic and magic. So I don't know.
Cosmic.
It's just I don't know what MCU will denote this. So he is a big blank slate of what they could do, and I don't know what they're gonna do.
Which is great. We're in the mystery again. Yeah. MCU's being mysterious.
Yeah. Crazy.
It's crazy. Did you notice in this movie they did not use their superhero names? They were all just like Reed, Johnny, Sue, Ben.
I think,
which I found very refreshing.
Because I bet you when they merge or have the big team up stuff, they're gonna. I think I told you this. They're gonna be like, they're gonna do the jokey thing where they're like, "Wow, you're like an invisible woman," or "Oh, you're like a human torch. What is that thing?
What's this thing?
What's this thing?" Like they're gonna do that. It's gonna be so stupid, but it'll be like, they said the thing. Oh,
he did it. He did the thing. He said the thing.
Yeah, I know that's what they're gonna do. But yes, I agree. It was a nice change of pace of just. They pulled the almost Captain America move where they're just like, hey, it's our names. So.
No, which is really nice.
Yeah.
Did you enjoy the fight scene? Especially like the ending, like the ending part of it?
All the fight scenes were really fun. All very action packed. It was just cool. They showcased everyone very well. They gave everyone time, especially in the final fight. In the final fight, I think what was really good was they actually let everyone showcase their power, what they're doing. Like there's a point when Thing was like pulling the big chain or like throwing stuff, right?
Or like collapsing a building.
Yeah. But then I liked his, whenever he shows up, is that he just instantly flame on and just flies off.
Yes.
Like, it was just really cool to see consistently that they just use their powers in BD. Of course,
and no, his clothes did not burn off this movie.
Oh, it's like he figured it out.
He figured it out.
I do love how they talk about how he can overheat, though.
Yes.
That was consistent throughout the movie. It's like, you got to be careful. You're going to overheat. You're going to blah, blah, blah. I was like, yeah, that's really good.
Yeah.
Like, they cap his power to some extent.
Which is really nice. Yeah. And I think for Reed, oh my gosh, that final fight and him being stretched out by Galactus, I was like, oh, that's gotta hurt.
Yeah, even though he's stretchy,
I thought they were gonna do it. I think you said it even. You were like, oh, I thought they were just gonna like
or release a
them
part,
apart.
or release a part like almost not maybe not. I was like maybe those
like a tear or something.
A tear, but
Yeah.
I was like they won't do it. They're not gonna
Will
do
they?
it. Are they doing it? Oh, are they doing it?
No. I thoroughly enjoyed Sue though.
Yeah.
It was really cool to see her like hide their like space.
Yeah.
Thing.
Oh yeah. The spaceship.
Shit, yes.
The spaceship?
I was like, what's the word for that again? Yeah, spaceship. Even like unveiling like her belly, so the baby was like
that
revealed.
was so. That made
was
so
really
much
cool.
sense. I was just like,
No, it
like,
did.
You could look at him right now. I was like, duh.
Yeah, duh.
Of course, I should have known better.
No, but yeah. In the final scene with Sue just like pushing through as like an angry mother, I thought about Wanda. I really did think about her. I was like, this is where it
almost went. It almost.
Yeah.
Almost.
Yeah.
Not saying that. Just with that comparison, I wouldn't say like Scarlet Witch's her anger isn't wrong, but how they conveyed it was like, ooh, that is kind of rough.
Depressing.
Yeah, very depressing.
Yeah.
Well, her show. If we're talking about Multiverse of Madness, that's a whole nother story.
Oh no, that's a whole nother story. Yeah. Honestly, we can make an episode about like magic and cosmic things with MCU. Oh, you know what? Next topic. Got it. Recorded.
Oh my gosh.
You know, I had a favorite scene. I don't know if you have a favorite scene, but my favorite scene was when the Mole Man was coming in to make that deal to move everyone underground. And then Reed was like, okay, Mole Man, like, what do you have to say?
What do you got?
But he had like, when everyone left, he had like a soft spot for Sue. So I was like, that's a really funny like scene. Because Reed never loses his cool.
Yeah. Usually he's like more just there, like thinking, calculating. But
his outburst though, Mr. Mole Man. It was funny. But yeah, do you have anything else before I talk about the end credit? Did I miss anything?
Let me see. I had some notes.
Oh wow.
I know. Yeah, I think overall I mainly just wanted to point out like how it was just cool that it was all family focused. Mm-hmm. But it but it wasn't
don't say it.
It wasn't Cars related when it comes to family, but it was almost there.
I hate you. I knew you were going to bring that up.
I would have brought it up so fast, but you would have been so furious.
No, yes, exactly why I was the captain. The captain.
She wanted to stop me from all my family jokes.
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
I almost got there though.
Yeah. I know I had gripes. I think I was talking. Oh yeah, I was pacing, and then I thought we like that whole Ben situation, like
with his
the lady,
friend,
like
the
all that
teacher. Yeah.
I feel like there was supposed to be more of that.
Yeah.
Or like I said, Silver Surfer. I thought she's like Shala Ball would pull up, be in it more, maybe just a little bit more, but I get it. It's not a big deal.
Yeah.
Literally, like, oh, I gotta come back. Oh, like they kept me in the sun. Now I'm stuck here for a bit in this black hole. Okay, now I'm back. Like, I get it with the time framing. Like you saying that it's kind of under 2 hours, crazy. I didn't feel like it was.
I think the runtime was an hour, like 50 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, let's just jump into what you wanted to talk about.
Well, there were 2 end credit scenes. One of them was a little bit more important, a little gaspy, should I say?
Yeah.
But we got a glimpse of Doom, Dr. Doom, you know.
How many years passed at that point? 4?
It was 4 years.
Yeah.
So it's like a time skip at the end. It's like a 4-year time skip. So Franklin's are, around 4. And I thought it was interesting that they dropped that doom sprinkle on us.
Yeah.
Do you feel like, how do you feel about Marvel getting Doom right?
I'm so excited. Now? I'm actually so excited. Like, moving past Robert or like RDJ being Doom, who knows? Maybe that's a totally different one. I have no freaking idea.
We don't know.
Because this is oh yeah. Before we just touch that, we don't know because they didn't show his face or anything. Because watch, it's gonna be a bait and switch. He's gonna turn it to someone else.
Yeah.
That's my expectation. That's my bet right now. I'm putting it down right now.
Okay. On record.
On record. That's what I'm saying. I think it's just hype to finally get like, just honestly Doom again, because I think Doom's such a cool villain, in that he's just honestly
it's a little
crazy complex though. Crazy complex.
Crazy.
At times could be considered a savior somehow when you think logically. You're like, what the heck? That's crazy.
Yeah.
So,
and
I'm excited.
I was telling my husband this, but he is a variant of Iron Man. So it does make sense for RDJ to come back. I know there were a lot of like articles out there saying like, oh, why is he back? Like, he doesn't need to be here again and like, whatnot.
Yeah.
But I think it was the right move for them to like put their ship back into the right order.
Yeah.
I am excited.
Because if we're talking in terms of that, yes, I believe that at least the RDJ Doom is a variant. Because I would have been more upset if they brought back Iron Man alive in a bad way.
Yes.
Like people, like if you expect this Doom to all of a sudden turn good and be like, okay, now I'm gonna be Iron Man. I'm like, what?
No. Yeah, I'm excited. And then the final credit was just like the animated series, like a scene from the animated series. And they were like fighting an alien.
I thought it was not just that, but it was like they did a version of the animated series from back then, but then with the current like cast with how they looked. Because they did show a show in the movie, like really quick snippets of it, and I figured that's what they were trying to show.
Like referencing back. Yeah. No, but yeah, overall, this was a really good movie. Would recommend.
Yeah. Like that classic, like MCU, at least minimum 7 out of 10. I felt that.
Yeah, me too. I mean, I'm excited to see more. MCU went back to their mysterious ways, which
Isn't
I'm
it
really
crazy
happy about.
That this is the highest rated movie in Phase 6?
Wow. The first movie.
Harrison,
I'm going to close this out because that's enough. I've had enough.
She's done with my bullshit.
I've had it.
All right.
I don't have anything else. You don't have anything else? I'm going to cut you off right there. No more family jokes.
It's fair.
Nothing. But thanks for tuning in. You can follow us on all of our socials at NgoVo Convo and NgoVo Convo. If you're on YouTube, comment down below if we missed anything. What were your favorite moments? Character. How you feel about Phase 6. How you feel about family. All those thoughts. Like this video. Smash that subscribe button. Hit everything from right to left like Harrison usually says. And we'll talk to you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.